We'll go Yuri. I like Yuri better. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Oh god, gotta get used to her voice again. White girl, pump the brakes. That's not an excuse for you to be so goddamn mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all, you stupid bitch. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too goddamn far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this shit wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? Oh my god, you're so fucking stupid. That's exactly what I did. It was her that dash. Oh god, what was her voice? Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Hell no. Natsuki clenches her fist. Oh god. She's about to start throwing punches. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Sayori. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk, clear my head, watch some Desperate Housewives, and eat a pint of Bluebell. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. God damn, girl, clap back. Oh god, okay. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki? She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair.
Sigh.
Everything alright, girl?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. You's a punk bitch, though. For sure.
Well... Alright, I believe you. Thanks, Salty. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing, baby.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said. About, you know, I would never do anything so shameful.
I think she's talking about her boobs. I remember.
So...
What thing did Natsuki say?
Dash.
She just fucking bolts out the room.
Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea.
Good idea, baby. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Alright.
Yeah.
Oh god, that voice. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
Yeah, I bet you would.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Salty, how about you? Yeah, I'll say the same. Y'all some crazy bitches though. It's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
Dot dot dot.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Ooh. Manipulation, kids. That's how you do it. Oops, I forgot that line. Oh well. Salty. Ready to walk home? You big fella, get over here. Sure. Oh, sure, let's go, baby. Squiggly. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. You sly dog. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that, I promise. We're not crazy. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just think they fucking crazy. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you, because you crazy too, baby. Phew. You know, Salty, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's Dash, girl. Squiggly. Every day is gonna be so much fun. Squiggly. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but booty's nicer. Does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. There you go, kiddo. Just punches her in the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Squiggly. Yeah. Let's do this. What are we doing? Oh god, not another fucking poem. Okay, let's see here. Peace. Chocolate. Poof. Skirt. Oh my god, just all going to her, huh? Frightening. Incongruent. Waterfall. Anxiety. Games. Sing. Vivid. Nibble. Anger. Comfort. Lazy. Unrequited. Philosophy. Universe. Breath. Amazing. Or breathe, sorry. I don't really care. I'm just going to start picking words. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting again. Already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. 3 crazy ass bitches arguing about shit that don't fucking matter. Hi, Salty. Squiggly. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Squiggly. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks, girl. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? What the fuck, dude? Moving kind of fast, ain't you? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. It looked nice. Is that Gucci? Can I take a closer look? Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. I'm a sidekick. I always wanted to tell you. No, if you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Ooh, wow, Squiggly. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yo, man, chill, alright? Goddamn. Oh, God, this bitch. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? The fuck was that? I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. A spider.
Yuri. Tell Salty to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved in shit like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Good lord, girl. The big words. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ooh.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Oh yeah, that was fun. Just like cut through the core of you there.
There's no way you could think that, you crazy cunt.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But...
You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on. Oh, wait. Come on. Give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Pwap!
What the fuck was that?
Kia!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow, what the fuck? What was... A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle?
It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki, that's so nice of you to throw this cookie in my face. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, girl, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Oh god, guys, please. Oh, is this game changing into something else here?
Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave that one to you?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Squiggly.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Jeez. I get it. If I can get the fuck off of me.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. She's always like going up behind people. It's fucking weird. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Oh, here we go, boys. All right.
Hey, did you seriously just do that? My god, I should put more excitement in my voice.
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori Dash? Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me. Yo, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay, fucking dumbasses. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Eh? You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Yeah, that's true. Mostly because we're played by a 22-year-old man sitting on a computer.
Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open. Oh, God, I always forget her voice. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Eh?
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Yo, girl, don't you be looking at me. Oh, never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay, Squiggly. That sounds cool, girl. Maybe you could be on my next mixtape. You know, it's gonna be dropping pretty soon. So I'd love to have you as a feature on there. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Salty. Monica smiles sweetly. You alright, girl? Something wrong with your face? I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Oh, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I'll see. In that case, best of luck. Fuck off. Thanks. Squiggly. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Just... Oh, that's my voice. Just some bitches throwing cookies at each other, that's all. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Oh, God. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Oh God, fucking updates, hold on. There we go.
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
What's up with this bitch and tea? No, not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. And a throat lozenge. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yo, bitch, how about mind your own business, huh? Yuri was gonna go make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher, so to speak. Sorry, wrong voice. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's Dash, okay?
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Salty in club activities?
My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Then let's go, Salty.
Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri, chill the fuck out, girl. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Salty, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because of that thing between your legs, girl. Let's face it here. Alright. Nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem in your head. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. There we go, sorry. I've been drinking. No, nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a motherfucking hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Salty, I really like being friends with you.
Alright. Just don't get too close now. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. Yeah, no shit, man. You should try acting it out on the internet. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Salty, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah, girl, I got one in my pants right now. Alright. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
Hoo. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea levels. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Salty. Just not that shit off, man. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Salty, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Yeah, why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. My neck, my back. Pussy, okay. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because
your posture, right? Not your big old titty. Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes, that's what I meant to say, yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayora's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Oh, lordy.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy. Turn on the ceiling fan. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Oh, lordy.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. ... After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, girl. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Yeah, are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
You right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Ooh, girl. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I'll take a chocolate candy, and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, not necessarily a candy, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She a pro. She simply paused her lips as if this situation was completely natural. Well, yeah, man, why do you think she got back pain? But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that. Yuri closes her lips over it. Oh my lordy. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Oh my god, look at her face. Fucking chocolate. Oh god. Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Salty? Should we go to the police?
So sorry, girl. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I mean, yeah, if you want to, yeah, we'll spin it like that. Not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah.
Then you don't need to stop or anything.
What the I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. Well, you know what they say, once you go, my heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. Oh, it's the funniest shit. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. What the fuck? Okay, everyone. Ooh, wow. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Salty, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course, girl. I'm trying to fucking score here. Could you fuck off? Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yeah, right, you will. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up what's without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright, who should I show my poem to first? Let's go Natsuki. I feel like she doesn't get enough love, you know.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one.
Okay.
But I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Phew, what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you dash?
Wait, maybe that was a compliment.
Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Eh, you think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might as well be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you?
Just call her fat.
It's like she's dragging around dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here, asshole.
Oh god, okay. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy held me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies, if she keeps it private, if it doesn't hurt anyone, it's gross, she's gross, the world is better without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Not bad, right?
It is quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Of course, you are fucking stupid, so sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my dash. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it.
Alright, who's next here? Let's do Monica. Hi again, Salty. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Well, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go, girl. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, well, this one sucks. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
I've been finding inspiration in Yuri something. I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. She's like a person with a pen, where before she was just a regular person. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me,
I've tried.
who knows what goes on in that head of hers.
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her.
What you mean? You completely misunderstood.
Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really? God damn it.
Yeah, a fictional one, apparently. Anyway,
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
it's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying.
Squiggly.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Squiggly. Alright, let's take a look. Oh god, here we go. This one's kind of weird. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable? Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless... Load me. That's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Any hoozles. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Stop fucking writing. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Squiggly. Okay, who's next here? Okay, we can do Sayori, I guess. Here we go, guys. Your favorite. Ooh, I like this one, Salty. It has some nice feelings in it. Squiggly. I'm glad, girl. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Squiggly. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. Squiggly. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want me to write something? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet, Squiggly. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems, Squiggly. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Schizophrenic. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Hey, this voice makes it. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Salty. I should go write that down. Squiggly. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh, God. Ooh, it's this thick one here. Alright. Bottles. Oh, Jesus. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles, deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps, it doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Okay, a little creepy, but I dig it, girl. Holy shit, crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did, you silly shit. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but shit. I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kinda creepy. Creepy? You're creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks, Squiggly. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself, girl. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Man, I got the same fucking problem, bro. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, a lot of options here. Oh, God.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Salty, is this J. Cole? This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hand appears sweaty. Palms are sweaty. Mom spaghetti, yeah?
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I think you full of shit.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
Well, bitch, no one else here. Alright, the raccoon. Oh, shit. That's some racist shit going on right now. Okay, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as something human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. Is that symptom? Yeah. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taking to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again.
Okay. I was a little more daring than this one yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what the fuck it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Oh, that's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
She did? That bitch?
Yeah. She was just talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. It sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't you worry, I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Salty.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of. Squiggly.
Do we really have to do something for this fucking festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great, no, but it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing? Monica, I gotta take a
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Squiggly. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Oh yeah, that's a great looking poster you got there, Sayori. Is that that new Crayola color I've been hearing so much about? Invisible? That's a good one.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this shit, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put in a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. I think you should do that at home, Sayori. Finding new horizons and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a fucking poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright, Squiggly.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
Squiggly. This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way. Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself, and she stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation.
Yeah, sure. We're going with that. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances around at each of us. You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality. Oh, there goes gravity, and glances around her as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Fucking passes out. Okay, Squiggly. I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Alright. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. Or on Twitch, for 3 people. It's your poem, Monica, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew. Wait, through and through? What? Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it, Squiggly. Good job, Sayori. Even Salty liked it. I guess that's a good sign, Squiggly, because he fucking likes everything. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. I like the word nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Salty. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Salty lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Goddamn. Natsuki. It's fine. She's a bitch. Get over it. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, make me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called Fucking Losers in My Goddamn Literature Club. It's called... Why are y'all looking at me?
Because you're presenting?
Anyway, the poem is called Jump by Van Halen.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that fucking shit again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will always be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
God damn, her voice hurts. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, it's just how it is, so fucking deal with it.
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, girl. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow. Then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait, Squiggly.
I can do this. I can do this.
All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Squiggly.
Jeez, guys, fucking, why don't you back up or something? Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though. Well,
how am I supposed to respond to that?
it's okay, Salty. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Well...
I don't fucking know. I would walk home with you, Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Salty. You think that about me too much sometimes. Oh, you think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Alright, oh god. Another fucking poem. Okay, let me save real quick. I'll just Just overwrite that. Not using it. Okay, let's see here. Raindrops, drop tops, wonderful, bliss, agonizing, insight, shiny, infinite, pleasure, memories, skirt, sparkle, mouse, heartbeat, flower, bubbles, prayer, unstable, ooh, climax. Ooh, shit, I didn't see the last one. My bad.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Are you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up a piano?
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all writing to help out for the festival, too.
I think I read that right.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Monica.
Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke's make no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine. Your reaction aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me.
Where was Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. And I'm gonna drink some fucking water because I'm thirsty as hell. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Some of these voices, dude. Some of these voices are rough, man. I don't think I'm gonna be able to talk tomorrow. Anyways, I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. What's cracking? I wave my hand in front of her face.
Eh?
You spacing out again?
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off or something. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Salty, what's up, my brother?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Salty. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she never really liked this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Yeah, you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Salty.
Me? God damn. How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know.
What?
She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been.
You're so funny, Salty. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for a while. For now.
Alright.
Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I have never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, you didn't even do anything.
But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen.
God, her fucking voice. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori.
Sayori?
Yeah, she seemed a little bit off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh? That's quite romantic.
Huh?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all.
Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings.
Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much.
Salty, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case. Her and big booty bitches, but mostly her.
Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her.
Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Okay, let's see here. Sayori. We'll start with her. We'll just go down the list. It's nice, I guess, Squiggly. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this poem for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just as like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good, Squiggly. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Salty. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay, Squiggly. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow, Squiggly. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay. Let's see. Natsuki.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
How the hell do you care? How the hell do you call that a joke? What? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway.
Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever even happened. Oh god. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea. And let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. Or remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Good lord.
Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yura and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
Oh god. Alright. Guys, I hate to do this, but it's getting kind of late for me, so I was hoping we would get to the good parts, but I guess we'll just leave off here. Let me go ahead and save it. And anyway, we'll pick it up tomorrow night. Promise all the good stuff's coming. It just really got to push through it here to get to it, unfortunately. A lot of reading. So I am going to go ahead and end the stream here. I hope y'all had fun hanging out with me, reading all these stupid voices. But I will most likely be back tomorrow. No promises, of course. Anything could happen, but I'm planning on coming back tomorrow. It'll be better. I promise. This game picks up a lot more after all this junk here. So anyways, I guess I will see y'all tomorrow. All right, peace.